took the clients on Saturday.
Right.
We went to see 4 houses, but nothing came through yet because they weren't ready yet. They are going to look for the pre-construction.
Good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's something that you're working on right now. I love it.
Right.
All right. So today we're going to be role playing. Let's role play. What do you guys want to work on? Right. Gopal, Nikki, what do you guys want to work on?
I would just go for buyers, but go ahead, Gopal. What would you like?
I was going to actually say a couple things. So I was door knocking there, Danny, to get the numbers up, trying to get some buyers and sellers.
Right.
A lot of the, I'm not interested in selling. You told me last time, and everyone else has, find out the timing. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
When would you like to be moved into your new home?
Okay. So are these, is this something you want to work on, is how, what we call probing questions?
Well, okay. So what I want to work on is, okay, so someone's possibly thinking of selling their home. I've talked to them two or three times, but how do I move them past, yes, okay, now I know they want to move. I know their motivations, where they want to move, a bit of a time frame. Now setting that appointment and what we're going to talk about and that appointment, because I can set the appointment to go look inside the house. Then what? It's over. Then I got to start from scratch.
So let's take this step by step.
Sorry, I dumped everything in there.
No, it's fantastic. Well, I want you to really think of this as stages. Okay. No, listen to me. Think of it as stages. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? When I'm on the phone connecting with someone, that's stage 1. Stage 1 is what? What's the goal for stage 1?
Face-to-face.
To set an appointment face-to-face, 100%.
Right.
It's to set an appointment to be face-to-face. Stage 1. I get that accomplished. I move forward to stage 2. What is stage 2?
Follow up to get the listing done.
No, you already set an appointment.
Okay.
That's been set. What is stage 2? Qualifying that appointment.
Qualifying.
Okay. You need to qualify the appointment. What's involved in qualifying is digging deeper in the motivation. It's obviously during the conversation, you may find out some information like the timing and where and why, but in the qualifying stage, we truly want to dig deep and we want to say, hey, this sounds great, Nikki, right? You're thinking of moving to Newmarket. You like to be in Newmarket. It sounds like sometime in January, February. That's wonderful, right? And the reason you're moving there is because your kids are there and you want to get closer to them. And that's fantastic. Great job. I love that, right? Am I going to stop there? No. I need to have a series of questions that I would use to qualify that appointment. So yes, the motivation gets brought up, but I would go deeper. What other questions could you ask them that you want to know before going there?
So can I give an example what happened when I went?
I want to know questions first. You can give me an example in a second though, okay?
Oh, okay.
So I want to hear questions. What questions do you want to ask to get deeper with the client?
The time frame.
We know time, where, when, and why. We got that. What else do we want to know?
What's
so the motivation time frame is already done. Now we're looking at when. Sorry, go ahead, Gopal.
I was going to say, why is that time frame important to you?
We know the why. We know the where, when, and why. What else do we want to know? What price do they want to list the home for? Oh, would that be good information? Yeah. Like when I come and see you, hey, Gopal, how much would you like to list your home for? That would be very important, right? Then what I'll do is dig deeper on that. Okay. I'm going to dig deep. I'm not going to just take that as face value. I will say, okay, well, then share with me, is there anything positive or negative about the home that could affect the price?
So if we already discovered the price in the face-to-face meeting already when we went,
this is before face-to-face. This is strictly, I made a phone call. I set an appointment with you. I have never met you before. I immediately go into stage 2, which is qualifying the appointment. And now that's what we're doing right now. This is all we're doing over the phone. This is right after that, setting that appointment.
Mhm.
I've never met with you. I'm now going to find out what price do you want for the home, and then I'm going to ask you why. I go, you said 700,000 for the home. Great. Is there anything positive or negative about the home that could affect the price? And they may say, well, maybe this, maybe that. Maybe they don't tell you. And I said, well, Paul, if you were going to go buy this home, your current home that you live in, and you were a buyer for this home, what would you do differently to the house? Oh, I want a new kitchen. I need a new bathroom. We have to change the roof. Yeah, you're going to start going listing off stuff. Oh, because you're listing all this off, are we really at 700,000 or should it be more like 680, 650? I'm trying to get a price reduction before walking in the door. I'm trying to get them at the real price, the realistic price, because price is what sells the home.
Right.
Right? And everyone's a dreamer. So we want to get real. Okay. So dig deep on motivation, dig deep on the price in the home. What's next? What else do we cover?
Denny?
Yeah.
So when, where, why, stage 1, stage 2, qualify for the appointment, dig deeper. And that was a perfect question. What would you want to list your home for? Well, why don't you just share with me the positives and negatives that might affect the price? Are there other questions that we can ask while we're there? Because that's
We're
where.
not there yet. This is over the phone.
Oh.
Hey guys,
Okay.
I want you guys to be clear on this. We have not determined whether to go on this appointment yet.
Ah.
That has not been determined yet. Stage 1, I set an appointment with you. Stage 2, I'm qualifying the appointment. This is all done over the phone before I actually go see you. So in stage 2, I am deep dive on your motivation, deep dive on the price in the home. Other questions to ask in your qualifying would be, for example, do you have any questions or concerns that you want me to address at our meeting tomorrow at 6? Okay, write that down. Do you have any questions or concerns that you want me to address at our meeting tomorrow at 6? What we're going to get with that is any sort of questions and objectives. Objections, right? So what are concerns them? I'm not going to answer them over the phone. They may say, hey, Nikki, what's your commission? They may say, Gopal, hey, what are you going to do to market my home? Like, these are real questions, legit questions. Do not answer them over the phone. What you simply do is, oh, okay, so the commission, yes, I'm definitely going to cover that tomorrow. What else? Oh, marketing plan. Yes, the marketing plan, 100%. One of the first things we discuss. What else? See, I'm going to keep egging you on until you get exhausted and tired and you're like, okay, I have nothing else to say. That's fantastic. I want to get that. I want to get all the objections up front and write them down. The next question you should ask is, I'll be sending over a package of information. Will you take a few moments to review it? Now, this is key. This is what we call the pre-listing package.
Is that?
Yep. You froze. Okay. Pre-listing package is information that you send ahead of time so that they know who you are. See, you're showing how professional you are. In that package, you can a little bit of insight about yourself, maybe some testimonials, maybe a little bit of information about the marketing you're going to do. But it's basically an overview view. Yep.
So you asked a question there. I'll be sending over a package of information. You said, would you take the time to, how did you say that?
Take a moment to review it. Will you take a moment to review it? Right?
So you email this package to them?
Correct. Now, some people mail it, some people drop it off, but I like to email it.
Right.
Why?
So,
because all the information is at your fingertips nowadays, and they can just click on you. I would give them access to, obviously, my website. They can see it, right? Hey,
so about yourself and what else? There, you put about yourself, marketing, and what else?
Yeah, just some information, maybe some testimonials. Okay, just some stuff about yourself. Just, if you want to elevate this, and a lot of agents do, is they'll actually, in that email, it's a welcome video. It's like, hey, Nikki, thank you so much for setting that appointment for tomorrow at 6. Looking forward to seeing you. Just want to put a face to the voice.
Okay.
Right? It's powerful, right?
Yeah.
Hey, step it up. Yeah, step it up, right?
Sure.
All right. What else can we ask them? Well, I want to make sure that all the decision makers will be present.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want to go on this listing appointment unless everybody's there. So, Gopal, when I see you tomorrow at 6, will all the decision makers be present? Yourself, your spouse, and anyone else that's helping you make a decision. That's what you want to ask them. Okay.
Well, here, I'm glad we're doing this because, you know, there's a cultural biases, and you actually even eliminate that. Sometimes there is an out for some of these people not to have one there, just so that they have an option to back out without saying.
100%. They don't want to be pressured, right? That's the idea. So that's why you ask them. Okay. Now here, you're going to love this last question, Gopal. Right? You ready, Nikki? Last question. Hey, Nikki, when I see you tomorrow at 6, will you be in a position to list your home with me when I see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock? Oh, I love that reaction. Okay. Listen, if you don't ask whether or not they're going to be doing business with you, whether they're going to actually hire you, then that is not a qualified listing appointment.
Okay.
That is a real estate visit. Nothing wrong with the visit, but do not tell yourself that that's a listing appointment.
Right.
Because that will mess you up mentally.
Right.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Okay, that will mess you up mentally. If you do not ask that question, hey, Gopal, when I see you tomorrow at 6, and you could say it whatever way you want to say it, will you be in a position to fill out all the necessary paperwork to put your home on the market so that I can help you get what you want in the time you want? Won't that be great? I don't care how you phrase it, but you got to ask whether or not they're going to list with you.
So I'm on a standstill from one client from last 3 weeks because I did the walkthrough of the house. They just wanted a CMA, and they also wanted to know. So I didn't give them all that. I just gave them a rough estimate of what homes are selling in this market.
And that's where you have to be careful with those real estate visits. Okay. You have to be very careful with going into an appointment, sharing some information, but not the full information. Okay. You probably went into that listing presentation. You give them a general idea what their home is worth, but you didn't tell them what you're going to do to market the home. You didn't close them for a signature. You didn't see, you got to take this the right way. Take it in the stages.
Okay.
Okay. Take it in stages. If it's a real estate visit, do not give any information.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to come there. Okay. I'm here. What am I going to do? I'm going to look at your house. Hey, it's a nice house. What do you want me to do? I'm not buying it. Right? I'm not buying that house. So do it properly. Set the appointment, qualify the appointment. Like, let's be honest.
Okay.
It's 2 hours of your time. Right? It's like a half-hour drive there, an hour at the house, half-hour drive home.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours, just that. Not to mention the half-hour, an hour to put the listing package together.
Right.
It could possibly be 3 hours of your life. And not to mention the messed up brain you have, that mental side of things where you're thinking, I'm going to a listing appointment. No, you're not.
No.
You didn't ask them whether they're going to list with you. You
Right.
didn't ask them if everyone's going to be there. Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So how did you say that one? When I see you tomorrow at 6, are all the decision makers going to be there?
Yeah. When I see you tomorrow at 6, Gopal, will all the decision makers be there? Yourself, your spouse, and anyone else who's thinking of maybe helping you decide on this.
Okay.
Then they say yes, they'll all be here. And I go, that's fantastic. If they say no, okay, no problem. My spouse, she works late. Makes sense. All right. So we can't. So when can we meet together where everyone's together? Right. Now, if they're serious, they set that a time. If they're not serious about selling, then they waive. No, my spouse doesn't have to be here. I make the decisions. No, you don't. No, you do not. All right. I need everyone there.
Okay.
Right. You need to establish who's in control. right? Who's the professional in this?
Wow, that's a pretty good script, and we're still on stage 2.
Yeah. This is the qualifying. That's like very important. Like the qualifying part is extremely important, right? After you qualify and it's a yes, yes, yes. And then they'll say something like this. Well, Danny, hey, listen, I've never met you before. Like you just called us and I have no idea who you are. So I can't say that I'm going to list with you. And then I say, no problem. Hey, Nikki, I completely respect that. I just want to make sure that if I come there and you want to do this, like you feel comfortable and you really want to do this, that there's nothing holding you back. Right? See, I'm going to put them in that position. See, I respect the fact that people would say to me, hey, Danny, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Like, you're going to come to my house. I'm not going to listen with you. I don't know who you are. Right?
Could you start that by yourself saying, hey, because if you sense a bit of hesitation, should you say, listen, I understand you don't know.
Don't overtalk them. Let them respond. Okay. No sense of hesitation. They have to respond. I ask the questions, let them respond. Okay. When you start over talking, like the way I am with you guys right now, right? You're stating stuff, right? But when you're on the phone with them, be very, like you're listening more than you're talking. You ask the question, let them talk. Let them talk, right? Don't put words in their mouth. Let them talk.
Okay.
Okay. And then they're going to say, will all the decision makers be there? They say, yeah, we're all going to be here. My wife. That's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, when I come and see you, Nikki, and you feel comfortable with everything that I'm going to say, and you're happy with this, what's going on, right? And you're ready to do this, will you be in a position to list your home with me when I come and see you tomorrow at 6? Right. And then I wait. And whatever you say. So if you say, yeah, you come over and if it makes sense, yeah, we'll do it. We're ready to go. If they say, well, no, I don't know who you are. And I will respond. I respect that. And that makes sense, right? I'm just looking to make sure that if you do want to do this, nothing will hold you back.
Okay.
Does this make sense, guys?
Yes, definitely. So we can ask them, is there anything that's holding you back?
Of course you can. So like if they say no, I'm not going to list with you, then go, well, may I ask? See, this is the question I would ask. If they say no, I would ask this question. May I ask why? Okay, so let's role play group. Paul, you're going to say no to me. Okay. So, hey, I'll go, Paul, when I come and see you tomorrow at 6, will you do all the necessary paperwork to put your home on the market with me?
No, you know what? Listen, I'm just researching out there. I don't want to make any commitments yet.
See, I didn't even have to say, may I ask why? Because he's going to spill his guts out right away.
And that's
right?
what
no, that's what you do. That's what you do, right? Most of the time it's like, no, like you get the no, right? Okay, no, I understand that. May I ask why? And then they'll share, hey, I'm just doing some research. I go, great. You're doing some research. You're kind of finding out which agent works best for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
And that makes perfect sense. 100% makes perfect sense. And you should really interview realtors. And I appreciate you sharing that with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. However, when I come there and you feel that my plan is best suited for you and you're excited about this move, would anything hold you back from signing if you wanted to?
Listen, Danny, typically I never make a decision on the spot. I usually sleep on it and discuss it.
Because the decision is a rather large one, let's be honest.
Yeah. So
listen, I understand 100%. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Okay. And listen, I'm not going to beat you down on it. It's your process.
Yeah.
Your process. That shares with me a lot of information. Okay. One question I did not, actually, I didn't explain too much. Remember in the qualifying questions, one of the questions I asked is, can you share with me any positive or negative things about your home that could affect the price, right? Typically, you're going to ask them before that is, can you please describe the home for me? And have them describe the home for you. Then you would say, is there anything positive or negative that could affect the price? That would be the question after that. So I messed up there. I'm sorry. Right. But the reason why you ask, can you please describe the home for me, and then be quiet, is it allows you to see what type of person they are. Like what personality style they are, is what I meant to say. Okay. So if someone gets into detail, into specific detail about the you know, okay, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, double car garage, our lot's 85 by 120, right? 2,400 square foot home. Like when they're like numbers, the personality style that they are is analytical. If someone is very expressive, it's like, oh yeah, we renovated the kitchen. It looks beautiful, right? Islands there, and it overlooks the dining room, right? He's an expressive. So you'll be able to see what type of personality style they are. And that's key, because when you do your presentation, you now know how to, at least for that particular person, what style they are. So that's a great question to find out what type of style they are. And Nikki, you're looking at me like, what do I care? What do I care what kind of style they are? Well, the truth is as you go on this journey with me, you're going to learn what type of questions to ask an expressive, what type of questions to ask a analytical or an amiable or a driver personality, right? And that will help you in adapting to the presentation to get more listings. Okay. This is a little bit more advanced NLP. Okay. All right. So folks, stage 2 is done, right? Yeah. What's stage 3? You got to send them the package of information. You got to send them the package of information to the client. You got to put together the CMA, and you have to review the CMA and really think about, hey, price point wise, are we in the ballpark? So stage 3 is even before going to the appointment. It's sending out the package of information, and it's putting the CMA together, so you know it. Because then what we do in stage 3, give me one second. What we do in stage 3, I only got a minute left, is you're going to go and call them to confirm that appointment. Okay, stage 3, go ahead, go Paul.
Is that package the same as the package that we sent before about me and stuff?
No, you don't send it twice. It's the same package. It's that package. So stage 3, I'm just outlining that you're going to send out the package of information about yourself, you know, the email, right? You're going to check to see if the price point makes sense. You do your CMA, and then you're going to call them to confirm that appointment. That's all under stage 3. Okay. And then stage 4 is the actual listing presentation, which I can't get into right now because I got to jump into another call. Was this good for you guys?
For now, sure.
That was very good.
Hey, you guys are awesome. I'll talk to you again next week. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Okay.